So we are moving the car talk inside today. It is leg day. This is going to be titled probably, bulk day 6 or 5, something like that, which isn't very actually representative of where we are. That's just how many videos I've uploaded. So we're probably actually bulk day 16 or 17, which means we're going pretty well. We started at 144.6 or so pounds. And we're about 147.6 right now. So 2 pounds, 2 weeks, that's right on goal. We're going for about a pound a week, which doesn't sound like a lot, but keep in mind, low body fat increase. So that's why we still look pretty good. And obviously 2 pounds isn't a ton of weight, but we're on track for where we should be. So this is the second leg day you guys are seeing out of me. And the first one I would say wasn't really indicative of what a common leg day for me would look like, because it was mostly just leg extensions and stuff like that, because I was dealing with some injury stuff. So today will be like the first really realistic leg day I would do. So leg day switches up for me quite a bit, because it's one of those things where if I don't change it every couple of weeks, I get bored and then unmotivated. But right now, leg day is looking like it's going to be quads and hamstrings, alternating. So some weeks I do quads one day, hamstrings the other day. Other weeks I do both, just twice a week. Today we're going to be doing quads, probably a heavy squat, which is unfortunately the best way you can grow your legs. You've got to get a squat in there. And I know a lot of people say, oh, I hate squatting, but there are so many squat variants, whether you do a hack squat or a sissy squat or a front squat, dumbbell, barbell, Smith machine, like regular machine. There's so many different squats. So saying you don't like squatting is lazy and ridiculous. You need to find one that you like, because it's going to be the best thing for your quad growth. I like Smith machine squats, and I have found a way at Planet Fitness where I can almost do a hack squat with it. And I'll show you guys that, but hack squat is my preferred squat. Planet Fitness just doesn't have a hack squat machine, so can't really do it. But today we're going to go heavy squat, probably RDLs, rotate into the hamstrings, and then leg extensions, for quads again, probably some hamstring curls, and then a leg press to finish it out. And let me explain kind of the methodology behind this. With other muscle groups, you're kind of trying to keep that pump going. You're kind of trying to make sure that you can feel that muscle the whole way through. But with quads, I'm not really chasing a quad pump. I'm just chasing fucking fatigue. So I'm going to do my heavy squats, and squatting is very, very intensive on your cardiovascular and nervous system. So it's easy to be really burned out and not want to do another quad exercise right after. So instead of trying to force myself to do another quad exercise and doing less weight, performing suboptimally, I'm just going to go over to hamstrings, which are going to be pretty fresh, feel pretty good. I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to come back to quads. I'm still going to have blood in my quads. I'm still going to be fatigued, but I'm just going to be able to perform better, probably lift a little more weight, get a little more sets in, and keep the form a little tighter. And then back over to hamstrings, and I feel the same way about hamstrings. Once you get them pumped, it's kind of hard to keep going because they hurt. And with a quad pump and even a tricep pump, they look worse pumped. So it's not like I'm really racing to get in the locker room and get a video of my quad pump, because they just look like giant balls of fucking meat as the fire truck goes by my house. Obviously hoping everyone's okay involved with that. I always do whenever something like that goes by. But, you're not really running to get that video in or anything, because they just look like giant balls of meat. Your quads lose all definition when they have a pump. Same with your triceps. That's why you typically flex them when they're not pumped, and you can see all the striations and veins and everything, blah, 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 whatever. And then the reason I finish out with a leg press is because a leg press is a great movement, in my opinion, to hit your entire leg. Whether it be your quad, calf, hamstring, I guess not really your shins, but, it's a great entire leg exercise, glutes, leg exercise. And we all know if you start with leg extension, you can load a fuck ton of weight. Even I can put 5, maybe even 6 plates on there, and I don't want to have to go source 10 plates in Planet Fitness and put them all on and do a bunch of sets like that and take them all off. I don't want to do that. So if I do them last, my legs are already pretty exhausted. I can drop the weight substantially down to 2, maybe 3 plates and still get just as much of a workout intensity-wise in, and use it as like a burnout for my entire legs instead of having to load up all those plates, and it's just not a great isolation movement anyways. So use it to finish out. And then, am I going to hit anything else today? It depends. I've been doing arms on their own. I hit arms a couple times a week. Do my biceps feel good enough right now to hit? Yeah. Are my biceps going to get fatigued during leg day? No. So right now, yeah, I could definitely hit biceps, but it depends on how I'm feeling going into it, or I guess coming out of the leg section of the day. So we might hit biceps at the end because we can. I'm not going to hit shoulders because I'm going to hit them on back day. I hit them yesterday anyways. They're feeling sore enough that I don't think I need to hit them. Not sore enough that I can't hit them, but sore enough that past injuries, I know that if I overtrain shoulders, they tend to hurt, so I'm going to stick away from that. I'm not going to hit triceps. Tomorrow's chest day. You're going to get a lot of tricep work in there. Already did an arm day, so biceps are really the only option. And then, obviously, we're going to do, like, abs, but I'll talk about that in the car. I am going to actually take a scoop of this right here. This is a Alpha Lion pump formula, which means there's just no caffeine in it. It has all the good pump ingredients, but just no caffeine. This one's dosed out at 1 or 2 scoops, depending. I already took a scoop of a Alpha Lion core workout, which I will explain in a second. So the cores are just a regular pre-workout, a little less caffeine in them than their extreme versions. And I've been backing off on the caffeine, especially. I don't really feel like I need it with the prednisone I'm on right now. A ton of energy. So this stuff gives you that crazy pump. You don't get that caffeine jitter or anything, or any of the other stimulants. And then if you need to substitute in maybe some caffeine, you can do a stack like I'm doing right now. I don't have the other one. I left it at my girlfriend's because she's probably going to take it before she goes to the gym. But this is their limited edition flavor. They got a ton of regular pump flavors that are always available. They are one of my affiliates, so you can use code CaffeinatedIsaac and save 10% on any Alpha Lion product, and there's actually a pretty good deal going on right now till Wednesday the 27th, where if you spend, I think, $75, you get some free stuff, or $125, you get more free stuff, but I will post about that on my Instagram and everything. But they're amazing pre-workouts. I'd recommend taking them. Just not plugging or anything really, just people have asked me if I take pre-workout, and the answer is yes. Alpha Lion products, I am affiliated with them. Abs are something that a lot of people neglect. And you might be saying, well, I heard abs are made in the kitchen, and I heard abs are made in the kitchen, and I heard abs are passively hit, and you don't need to hit them as long as you're going to the gym and you're doing whatever, you're going to get abs. Fair enough. That works for some people. But say you're a year into lifting and you've been doing that and you're not seeing any abs. You got a couple options here. Maybe you're too high body fat percentage. Your abs are not going to show through if you're 20% body fat or something like that, right? That's just how it is. So maybe you're just too high body fat percentage, right? Or maybe you don't have any ab development. Me, I was like 12 to 15% body fat for a year and I never saw abs. Frankly, I never had abs even when I was super skinny. So is that a problem of being too high body fat, or is that a problem of having no ab development? It's ab development. So there's two chains of thoughts when it comes to training abs. First of all, I think you need to determine if you need to hit abs yourself or not, and if you want to, if that's the thing you want to do. But if your abs are not where you want them to be, you feel like you're at a body fat percentage where they should be there and you still don't have them, that's when you got to start looking into other options, and that's where these two different trains of thoughts come in. So one of them is, you can train abs with heavy weight or whatever and develop them. And if you do that, you might end up with one of those bellies where it's like, you got like a belly underneath but abs on top, and it's like a turtle shell almost. It doesn't look great. I have a couple friends who have complained about that because they hit abs with crazy heavy weights, and that'll just make the muscle bigger and develop it, which is cool. But my thought process for abs is, you know, I don't want them to be massive or anything. I just want them to be there, be defined and tight or whatever. So how do you accomplish that without you know, doing a bunch of heavy weight? And I look at it like, you know, look at someone like a climber. There's a lot of climbers I know who are really strong, like pound for pound muscle wise, they are significantly stronger than 90% of people I know, but they don't have crazy muscle development. They're not like jacked. They're what I would say is shredded. You know, they low body fat percentage, they got muscles peeking through. They're shredded. But their actual muscle fibers are so dense from the crazy amount of time under tension they put them through that they're able to stay small, like relatively small looking, but they're so strong. They got this immense amount of power inside of them. And that's just from training them with body weight intensely with time under tension for a super long time. So that's how I look at abs. Just train them with body weight. You know, do things like those 10-minute ab exercise videos on YouTube. Do them intensely so that you're burning at the end of it. You don't ever have to pick up a weight or anything. And over time, you know, give it 6 months, you're gonna have a ton of ab development. And your abs aren't gonna get massive or anything, but they're gonna be super duper strong and they're gonna get more defined, assuming your body fat percentage is low. So that's my thought on how to hit abs, and that's what I like doing. Because again, I had no abs for a year, and I was like, obviously, you know, this whole passive ab whatever doesn't work for me. It works for some people, doesn't work for me. So if you're noticing something isn't working, are you gonna keep doing it and hope that it starts working, or are you gonna fucking take control of your situation, and are you gonna change it and fix it? That's what you should do. Take control, change it, and fix it. Just my thought process. Anywho, let's get into fucking Planet Fitness and go hit some legs. On that one. Depth wise. Fuck. I don't know how to get this back up. I almost find that it's better when you're squatting too. Instead of literally going ass to grass like I did on those last couple, you get to that 90 sticking point and then push back up, because I find that there's more tension on your quad there. You're keeping tension on it the entire way through. And it's honestly a lot harder to get it up from there. So instead of dropping all the way down to the ground, go to 90, close to 90, a little low, and then push from there. I think you'll make a greater use of your set than otherwise. But we're not moving any crazy weight. We're only like 170 right now or something. This is my first time squatting since I've been out of the hospital. It's been a couple weeks, so slow. Okay, these are third set of squats, and then we're gonna do the makeshift hack squats. Plant your feet, twist it a little bit. Is that going up? So, sorry to explain, but for the extra hack squat, I literally just far forward, legs together. There's a last set of squats. Moving on. 30 after. Again, just legs forward and come down to 90. With that, it's 5 total squats, 30 regular, 2 of the hack squats as burnouts. Kind of hack squats. I like them. Moving on to RDLs. Yeah, those suck. Grip strength is a bitch. I'm not gonna count it, I have no idea what just happened. I gave up. Don't worry. I did indeed give up. straps. Jesus Christ. Look at my grip strength. Okay. I've been texting a lot, so listen, pump. But we're going slow and controlled. The last some of these quads are fucking burning. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for those. Okay. Spending a lot of time between sets on my phone, which is not good. Not good at all. We're here on my comfort machine, the fucking seated bicep curl in the yellow room of a Planet Fitness. I didn't get to explain a lot on anything. We're not doing leg press because it's literally been taken for the last half hour, so I've done a couple sets of biceps and stuff. For the hamstring extensions, really just, you really just gotta focus on your hamstrings when you're doing it. Push that bar down into your lap as hard as possible and focus on feeling your hamstrings. Otherwise, you're gonna get a lot of other legs, abductors, glutes, stuff like that. So drop the weight, focus on your hamstrings, feel that contraction, squeeze, burn it, keep going. As for legs, we're done. We're gonna do a couple sets of biceps here. we did hammer curls, the straight up instead of the sideways. So we did these, got this guy quite a bit. Now we're just gonna do 1 or 2 sets of these. My girlfriend's coming, I'm gonna hit abs with her, and then I'm gonna head out. That's all. Pump video in the gym today because I really am trying to respect the fact that people aren't chill with it and it's super busy in there, so we're not going to do that. But I will. The beauty of this Planet Fitness is it is a couple minutes from my house, no more than 10 or 15, so I'm not going to lose the pump on my way home. I'm not really worried about that. So I will record the pump at home for you guys. I was indeed kicked out of my bathroom by my brother, but let's just hit some. See what we're working with here. These are the quads currently, and these are my leg day shorts. My cat is going fucking crazy. Not happy about being here. Hit him with the... I can never remember if I'm supposed to, which one goes, I think this one goes forward. But yeah, that's it guys. See you tomorrow if I don't take a rest day, next day if I do.